Okay, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my playlist 11, video number 5, and it's all about flying back to my home airport in Walterboro from the cross-country airport we flew in the previous videos in this playlist. And we're going to go back to Walterboro. So let's get the engine running there. What I have with me is 4 checklists because I'm going to divide this video into 4 equal parts. It's about 30 minutes long or so, and we'll see exactly how long it's going to be. Okay, so I have video, playlist 11, video 5 is going to be takeoff and turn to the initial approach fix. Playlist 11, video number 6. So 5 is get to the, turn to the IAF. Here we reach the IAF and get on to the localizer. And in video number 7, we go from the localizer to the final approach fix. And the last video is from the final approach fix to land. So I will pull these up later. And we'll start with the first checklist. And as you can see, I also have the localizer approach plate for the runway that we're going to head to. And just to note a couple of things here, we're here at the Dorchester Airport. We're going to take off and fly a heading of, as you can see over here, we're going to set a bunch of stuff, but the first heading we're going to go to is 300 degrees. I'm sorry, we're going to turn to a heading at 210 on the heading bug to intercept the 310 radial and fly out to the initial approach fix. So on the map it looks like this. We're going to fly directly this way, 90-degree angle, to 300, which is 210. And then we're going to intercept 210, fly to the initial approach fix, do like a holding pattern, and come back around and intercept the localizer and fly it in. So you'll get to see this map again. And we'll put that away. And so here we go. I've done all the frequencies, and let's just check them to make sure. So my frequencies are 113.5 and 109.7, which is the ILS on standby. This one is just a second. And I'm going to bring up the approach plate just to verify. So the localizer is 110.15. And so I got one thing wrong there. Hold on a second. It's easy to fix. So what I want is not 109.7 here. So I'm going to come down here and change this to 110 and 15. And this one's already set to 110.15. Okay, very good. So now we should be ready to take off. Let me look at the heading bug here. So we want to the heading bug to change and go to a heading at 210 after takeoff. And that should be ready. Okay, so let's take off. Now the other thing I'm going to do too is I'm going to fly this more like an IFR flight, but we're still going to fly VFR. And the difference being I'm going to climb only 2,100 feet, which is the minimum safe altitude, and fly over to Walterboro. So here we go. Brakes are off, and we're taking off. Approaching 40, approaching 50, 55 knots, raising the nose and taking off. Okay, get a good climb established. Turn on the heading bug and the vertical speed indicator hold, and I can go back to let's see, back to this setting, and I can see everything I need to see. We're climbing at 80 knots. Only got 900 feet per minute down here. We got 900 feet per minute climb rate, so I'm going to increase that so I don't get too fast. I'm going to increase that to about 11 or 12. And as that's going up to here, it's showing you 1,200 feet per minute, and we're climbing to 2,100 feet, and we're less than 1,000 right now. Heading's on course. That's all I care about. Airspeed and altitude is what I'm going to look for. So airspeed's back down to 80. I'm going to change the vertical speed down here back to about, let's go to 10. Hold around 80 knots. And then as I get up to 2,100 feet, I'll change the vertical speed down to 0. I use a key of the letter N on the keyboard to lower the nose, and the letter Y on the keyboard to raise the nose. So we'll use the N key to level off in just a few seconds. Okay, 1,900 feet to level off at 2,100 feet. Airspeed is good. Getting ready to level off and pull the power back. Okay, leveling off. 0 and power back to about 2,000 RPM. Okay, so we're going to monitor the 2,000 RPM to hold whatever speed that likes to hold. It'll be about 90 knots. Sometimes that RPM gauge will got a mind of its own, and we'll keep an eye on it. Okay, so we're at the radial 302. Let's turn this to 300 degrees. Okay, and it's time to turn. So I'm going to turn heading bug to 300, and I'll get in close and make sure, yep, it's at 300. Okay, so we'll go back to this view and intercept the radial. Now I've already passed a little bit, so I'm going to change the heading to about 315 and get back on the 300 radial. So that's a nicer cut. You'll see that my heading on the primary flight display will tell me what heading I've got. And so I got 13, 14, and now you can see that this indicator is coming back to 0. Okay, I'm changing the heading back to something closer to 300, and we'll just hold this radial. It's still got a bit of a cut into it, so it'll be just fine. So that's the end of this video. The next video will pick up right where we left off here.